welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining our live feed today. My name is Noble Mike Jamison, dialed into you today from my home office here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm really excited, to have an opportunity to share just a little bit of information with you today. We've been very consistent with sharing some great ideas, some great concepts, some great philosophies on the things that will help you build a successful community, a successful investment group, a successful marketing team. And what I found over my years of experience is that typically people are professional starters and amateur finishers, right? I know that sounds, but they're professional starters and they're amateur finishers. And so what we want to do in today's training is give you a couple of different things, 5 of them to be exact, of some skills that you need to master and learn. Okay, you need to master and learn a few simple skills over the next 90 to 120 days, which you can do, by the way. If you learn these few skills that I'm going to share with you, that's 5 of them, over the next 90 to 120 days, you will be well equipped to be successful working from home as a self-employed entrepreneur. Now, if you are not fully engaged in the process of learning every day, every week, every month over this 90 to 120 day period, it may take you longer. Okay, but if you are engaged in the process, you will learn in that time frame, and you will be able to use these same 5 skills to go to every level of income that you have as a milestone. You'll be able to accomplish it. Okay, so the very first thing that you want to master right away, the first thing you want to master as a professional networker, is you must master the skill of how to make a sale. Now, I know for a lot of people, the word sale is almost like a cuss word, but that's because you had some bad experience that you're reflecting back on. Maybe it was the used car salesman that forced you to get the car that was over your budget, or maybe it wasn't the right color, or maybe it was the person that forced you to buy, the washer machine and dryer combo that you didn't want. But sale is not a bad word, because typically people like to get paid what they're worth. That's one of the challenges that you don't get on your job, is that you're not paid what you worth, because if they paid you what you worth, there'd be no profit margin for the employer. So they have to pay you less than what you're worth so they can make profits off of your efforts. So when you master this first skill, the skill of making a sale, then you're able to get paid exactly what you're worth, because you're going to get paid what you produce, 100% of it. And you have to be excited about that, because therefore there's no ceiling to the type of income you can earn, because it's all based off production. Okay, production rules today, every day. And so that first skill, learning to make a sale, is critical. And so 95% of the people that join a home-based business or an opportunity in which they're working from home are part-time. So if the only thing you learned to do was master how to sell your product or service effectively, then you bring it in some supplemental income into your home with little effort, which is key. Okay, little effort. So you're probably spare time, not quite part-time, perhaps your spare time, maybe 5 hours a week. You're able to set up 2 or 3 appointments throughout the course of the week, and through those 2 or 3 appointments, you may get 1 or 2 sales where you're sharing the value of your product or service. Now, obviously, you're going to calculate what those 1 or 2 sales may mean in terms of commissions, but listen, you're in full control over it, so you want to master that. And we all know that the real definition of sale is your ability to transfer your belief from you to the person that you're talking to. That's all it is. And once you effectively learn how to transfer your belief from you, from your heart, to that person's heart that you're talking to, the sale part will be easy. You just have to collect the check at that point. So that's the first thing you're going to master, because you can build a great spare time income while you're focused on your primary responsibilities. You can build a great spare time income by learning that first skill. All right, number two, the second skill you want to learn is to learn how to recruit. Okay, so the first skill will help you create spare time income. The second skill, the ability to recruit, will help you create part-time income, because now you're utilizing the power of leverage. You didn't have leverage at the first skill. It was just all your efforts. J. Paul Getty said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. And so the first skill was 100% of your own. The second skill is where you're starting to leverage and utilize valuable assets that's a part of your organization through the recruiting efforts. And so you are a talent scout. Just like every major corporation, just like every major sports team, you are a talent scout. You are looking for the best people to join the best people. That's you. So that's called recruiting. Okay. There's nothing wrong with recruiting. I don't know why people don't like the sales, skill number one. I don't know why people don't like the recruit, skill number two. It's the fundamental building blocks of every successful organization that wants to win at a high level. So you must embrace that skill, the ability to recruit, because now you're adding valuable assets to the organization that's going to help you do number one, right? Sale, get the word out to other people. And so remember, you're looking for talent. You're looking for the best people, and you will find them. There are millions upon millions of people that want change. We just got to find them. Okay, we just got to find them. That's the second skill. The second skill. And on this presentation, I'm going to share the third skill with you, because this is part one. You're going to watch part two to get the last two. But the third skill that you're going to master to be a professional networker is the ability to organize. Okay, the ability to organize. So now you've mastered being disciplined yourself, so you can make sales 2, 3, 4, 5 appointments a week to do that. Then you start to develop the ability to recruit, where you're looking for talent because you want to find the best people to work with the best people. And then the third and final thing you want to do for this training, step number 3, because there's 5 steps. You'll get the other 2 in part 2 of the video. The third thing is you got to get organized. Okay, so now you got sales production, which is creating revenue, right? Revenue. Once you bring in revenue, you deduct your expenses, and there you have your profits. And so as you start to organize and bring this entity, this enterprise together between sales revenue and talent and recruiting, now you got to bring it together. You have to give it what I like to call a nucleus. Okay, you got to give it an identity, and that comes through organization. You got to be organized. And so now you may start to organize a meeting in your local marketplace by getting a venue that can hold 10 people, 15 people as you start to grow. And you get those people to come together and organize and talk about training and talk about mission and talk about vision. You're bringing it together. You're organizing your enterprise because it's starting to grow. And you use this as an opportunity to assess the skill set of your assets, right? The people that you're putting together, the talent that you brought together, you're utilizing that opportunity to assess that talent. And what are you assessing? The same 5 skills that we're talking about today. How well can they deliver the message by themselves? Can they deliver a world-class quality presentation about the product or service that you're offering? Number 2, do they know how to find the best people, right? You want the best people to work with the best people, right? And number 3, can they get organized? If you decide that you need to take some time off for family reasons, health reasons, or just a great vacation, can the enterprise, can the organization still be run properly because they are organized and they know everything about the front office and the back office of what's taking place in business? Organization. is the third skill. Now, the fourth and fifth skill, which I'm going to teach you on the next video, is very important to your success as well. So let's do a quick recap, and then we're going to share the second video with you on the 5 skills you want to master as a professional networker. Okay, skill number 1, learn to sell, man. There's nothing wrong with it. Just be a person that stands behind your word, be a person that stands behind your product or service, and you will love being paid what you work. There's no ceiling to getting paid what you work. Okay, number 2, recruiting. Okay, finding the best people. You want to find the best people to work with the best people. There's nothing wrong with that. Get excited about that because you want to create an environment for success. And so therefore, when people join your enterprise, it is conducive for success because you've done a great job of identifying the best people. And then number three is getting organized, because what's going to happen as you start to get organized in your local marketplace, you're going to create these franchise entities in other cities, other states, and other countries that's going to do the exact same thing. And you will organize this entire world-class international enterprise that you're building. Okay? And so listen, my name is Noble Mike Jamison. Hey, stay tuned for part 2 of the 5 skills that you want to master as a professional networker. Thank you so much. See you at the next video.